Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Golden Ticket. Thank you all for being here today. And please thank the person that invited you because we're going to share some really exciting, life-changing information for you today. And first, I'm going to share a little bit about my story, Julie McAfee, and then I'm going to introduce Sara McDiarmid, Pro 5, mother of 4, leading an activated lifestyle and health wellness activist, and Tara Ornellas, Pro 6, mom of 3, health and biohack entrepreneur, artist, and leader of creating a happy life. Again, I'm Julie McAfee. I am a mother of 3. See, we're all moms here. So anybody can do this business when you're busy with 4 kids or 3 kids or 2 kids or 1 kid or no kids, right? So no excuses. I'm Julie McAfee, and again, mother of 3. I have a book on Amazon, bestseller in meditation. I am a wife. I live in a small mountain town, and today I'm going to share a little bit about my personal story, my relationship with Robert Kiyosaki. Can you please drop a 1 down below if you know who he is? Great. Excellent. Thank you. So Robert Kiyosaki changed my life. And when I had 2 little boys, both in diapers, I was walking up to my condo and there was a big pink sticker on my door and it said foreclosure. And I had just found out that I was pregnant with my 3rd child, and we could not drive our car. We could not drive our Land Cruiser. We could not put gas in our Land Cruiser. And I looked for change, my car seats, to buy macaroni and cheese for myself and my children. And that's when my mom said, I really want you to come back to Denver and move into my basement. And my husband and I said, no, absolutely not. We are not going to move back to Denver and live in your basement. That is a negatory. So we started, my husband was the struggling architect and I was a realtor. Decided to stop doing real estate when I found out I was pregnant with my 3rd child. And that's when we met Robert Kiyosaki. The little amount of money that we had, we pulled together and took one of his courses. And it was the scariest button that I ever pushed because we had borrowed money to pay for a program of his. And that's where Rich Dad, Poor Dad book I had been reading. And after reading that, I knew that we needed to work with him. And that's where I learned about entrepreneurism, where people start their own businesses or they buy a franchise for 40 grand to up to 2 million. And as an entrepreneur, people put in about 53% of their income back into their business. I learned about employees working paycheck to paycheck. And I had done that my whole life. I worked for somebody. I was a people pleaser. I got it done. I waited for what I was told to do. Entrepreneur, 10 years of private practice with women, supporting women. And what I didn't know is that MLM with Life Vantage has the power to transform your life. MLM is the future of business. Why? Business used to be done from an old country store to a larger store, then to franchises, then to warehouse shopping, now over the internet. And now the leading way of business is through MLM because it's personal. This business is for you if you are tired of the rat race. This business is for you if you don't want a glass ceiling. This business is for you if you want to help others succeed. This business is for you if you want to be a leader. This business is for you if you want to set your own hours. This business is for you if you want to set your own vacation time. You don't want overhead. You want to beat inflation. You want to beat taxes. You don't want to get fired. If you want security, 90% of businesses fail in 5 years. So now I'm going to pass this over to Sara McDiarmid, again, Pro 5, mother of 4, leading an active lifestyle, wellness, and health advocate. Thank you, Sara.
Thank you. Sorry, I was unable to unmute there for a second. Aloha, everyone. Thank you, Julie, for having me today. And I kind of just want to go and tell my story real quick, how this all started. And I do want to speak to the skeptics out there, because that was me. I was the biggest skeptic of all. And I'm sure there's some of us on this call that, you know, you hear network marketing. Okay, here we go. What are you selling me? What are you trying to get me to join your business? And really, I just want to hopefully can answer some of those questions. And also, like, why, if this product and these products are so good, why doesn't everybody just have them? So I was introduced to this. I got told, hey, come to my house, listen to a presentation about some health and wellness products. And at the time I was open to it because I wasn't taking anything. I knew I wanted to get healthier, and I knew I wanted to be proactive about, you know, taking care of my family and use products that are preventative medicine. And I went and I listened, and 1000% hands down, the products was what drew me to this particular company, LifeVantage. And so I told my husband, I went home and I said, you know what, we need to get on these products because there's science behind it. There's patents. And so I bought into the biggest pack to save on shipping, save on all the, you know, I wanted to try all of the above. The business wasn't really speaking to me until a few days later when I drank, you know, the energy drink, a smart energy drink, which is called Axio. And I felt like 1000% better. So what is this? What is these products all about? And when I really looked into network marketing as a business model, I realized that I worked in that business model before. You know, everything in life is a pyramid. I was a visual merchandising director, and I was at the top of my game. I was at the very top. I had all my merchandisers here. The managers were below them. But the truth was, nobody was going to take my job unless I quit or I got fired. So really, everyone was at this trickle down effect. And with network marketing, I understood that, wow, there is no ceiling, like Julie said. You can work from anywhere. And to know that you can make as much money as you want or as little as you want. And I think going into this, you know, any small business owners out there, we have one as well. We own our landscaping business. And when you have your own small business, you understand there's payroll, there's overhead. My husband puts his head down at night and he is not sleeping soundly. He is thinking, okay, do I have enough materials for my project tomorrow? Did I pay that vendor? You know, so you're constantly moving, and in business, that's what we do as small business owners. You have to always be on top of your feet. But with a network marketing business, you get handed basically a business with low risk. So to understand the low risk cost of, you join this business, you have all the marketing done for you, you have the support system, you have everything there. And as a mother of 4, to have all that at my beck and call, so I can call on Tara and be like, you know what, I don't understand the science behind oxidative stress and inflammation. Can you explain this to my person? And to know that I can have options. So I was speaking with one of my accountability partners in this business, and she doesn't know much about me. And I said, you know, I joined LifeVantage when my third baby was 5 months old. And then I had another one after that. And to know that I had options and to know that I was able to bring home some cash flow and take my kids on a trip, all of those things that was not possible before. And I think if you're looking to feel better, have more energy, we have something for that. You know, if you would like to diversify your income and make a little bit, make a lot, we have something for that as well. And, you know, if you'd like to find a community where you can feel supported in health wise, in business, and the truth is it might not be for you, it could be for you, but if not, you know, someone who is asking for something like this, who needs to feel better and who can probably make a little more money. That's kind of my story. I want to pass it off to Tara because she does have a little bit more sense of what these products do for our bodies, and can share her story on the business side as well.
Thank you, Sara. Awesome. Sara actually was one of the people that I invited to my house. She came to a home meeting a few years ago. And then the rest is history. Hi, everyone. My name is Tara Ornellas, and I live in Kailua, Hawaii. I'm a mother of 3. I've been with LifeVantage for about 4 years now. But 4 years ago, life looked a lot different for me. I was working a corporate job for many years. I was young, it was fun, it was something new, but I learned very quickly where I was within that corporate pyramid. The CEO was always at the top and the assistant was always at the bottom. I got a salary. That was pretty much it, you know, a monthly salary. I didn't get paid anything more, even though I put in a lot of work and time and I felt like I was very valuable. I would have to ask for raises, sit down in front of my boss and, you know, justify why I think I deserved it, and super awkward and uncomfortable when, you know, that sort of thing should be given to you because they see your worth. But that's not how it works in corporate America. You get paid what you get paid and that's it. So lots of trading time for dollars. As life went on, I got married. And not too long after that, my husband, he did construction. He had fallen off of a 6-foot ladder, landed on his butt, and fractured his lower back. And we had just purchased a home. We were newly married. I was super young. I just started this job. So I went to work every single day, you know, and I would go and sleep at the hospital with him after his surgery and go to work. And then I was going to school full time at night. And I was just basically just trying to survive and juggle it all because I knew that there was a future, you know, and that the future would be better, but I didn't know that I had other options as far as income. So I just kept working. We had a couple of kids, then 3 kids. And by that time, my mom was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. And she declined really quickly. So by the time my youngest was maybe a year old, my mom had passed. She was in her almost mid 60s. So she was young and I was still working and just trying to survive, you know, and eventually I took a job closer to home where I thought, okay, this is going to be easier for my commute with my kids, dropping them off to their daycare. Still taking them with me sick to work when they would have fevers because I couldn't call out. I didn't have enough vacation or sick time and trying to juggle it all, you know, and luckily my friend Katie Dye brought this to me. And I want to say my husband was maybe on his third spinal surgery. And I just happened to run into Katie and she introduced this to me. And it was just a huge blessing at the right time. I knew that we needed to be on these products for health. My husband needed them to feel better and to recover. I needed them because as I started to dig further into the science, I realized, you know, I've got 3 generations of Alzheimer's in my family. My great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my mom all passed away really young, and I needed to take control of my health and be proactive. And it wasn't long after that I got laid off from my job, and I had never not worked for somebody. So I really didn't know what I was going to do. So I dove into this business and I just grinded away, invited people, shared the information from my heart, because I was coming from a place of love and caring, which I think is the best place. And it just grew over time. And now I think back to, 4 or 5 years ago, just working for the man, trading time for dollars on that hamster wheel. Just, if I didn't make a change, I knew I would be in the same place in 4 or 5 years. And I'm not anymore. I'm here. I've replaced my income. I've, leverage income, which is what Sara was talking about with network marketing, is a real thing. You build this organization that is then running beneath you, where you don't have to run as hard as you did in the very beginning, because it's just kind of running like a well-oiled machine, and you can step away and the income comes in. That never happened to me before. If I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. If I ran out of vacation time, I had to take time, with no pay, which is hard to choose, like family or work. Okay, I'm gonna go to work, and it's just a way that a lot of us grew up believing was the only option. And now we have a better option. And I'll just mention a little bit about our products, because that's really what attracted me to LifeVantage in the first place. I mean, it's a wonderful company and we've built this beautiful community, but the products are where a lot of us started, because we all started to take them in the very beginning. And I'll just go over briefly. There's something called the Tri-Synergizer, which is part of our Protandim line of products. And the NRF2 activator basically activates this pathway within our bodies. It's really simple. It's something called oxidative stress, which is linked to every single ailment. You can even go to, there's a website called pubmed.gov. You can look up oxidative stress and it's linked to pretty much everything, every illness or disease. So for me, when I took a look at the science behind the product, I thought, well, I definitely need that, because I know that what's coming at me is linked to oxidative stress. So if I can reduce my oxidative stress, then I'm going to be a lot more healthier and I'll be able to take on whatever's coming at me. So the NRF2 basically activates a certain pathway. It kind of flips on a light switch to get our bodies to produce lots of antioxidants that our bodies can make on our own. We're used to taking them, there's everything these days are antioxidants. We're either eating them or, supplementing. This isn't a supplement, it's an activator. So we're activating our glutathione, which is an antioxidant within our body, by 300%. And glutathione is a buzzword right now. You'll kind of see it a lot online because it's linked to just so many wonderful health aspects. There's also another antioxidant called catalase within our body, which is activated along with SOD. I know these are kind of big scientific words and I'm not a scientist, but basically it's flipping on a switch within our body to be able to heal and take care of itself without needing to supplement. And then we have another one as part of this, 3-product Tri-Synergizer. The second one boosts our mitochondria. So it's the NRF1, another Protandim product, and it builds healthy mitochondria, and ATP, which is cellular energy, it increases it. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but if you have healthy mitochondria, then cancer can't survive. So of course we want healthy mitochondria and lots of cellular energy, especially right now with things that are coming at us. And our third Protandim product is called NAD, which is kind of the trifecta of everything. It's basically a mood booster. It helps build sirtuins, and sirtuins are something that decline with age as we get older. It's just natural. Our energy starts to decline. Our sirtuins start to decline. So this NAD kind of flips on that light switch as well and boosts those sirtuins to about 100% in 24 hours, which is huge because there's other products out there that do that as well, but they're synthetic and not natural like ours, and they don't boost it to 100%. There's other natural ways you can do it, like caloric restriction, which some people are familiar with, but I want to say you have to, intake 500 to 700 calories a day in order to really boost that sirtuin activity, which personally, I don't want to starve. I like eating. But those three together just create this synergy in your body to just help with your immune system, help with your energy, your mood, just overall health. So that's what a lot of us like to take. There's also an omega that we have. I give most of the products to my children as well by choice, because they need, you know, a lot of extra boost with their immune system these days. They also like the fish oil. We have a prebiotic and a probiotic, which is really important to have a healthy gut because it's also related to brain health. And like Sara said, we have this healthy energy drink. It's called Axio. I'm drinking it now. Cheers. But that helps with focus. And it's also really good for kids too. There's a decaf and a caffeinated version, but in the afternoon when I'm just kind of feeling a little sluggish and I need to just focus a little bit better, I just put that in my water bottle, shake it up, and oh yes.
Oh no, I'm raising my hand. I'm saying
Okay.
it helps me complete projects. And I was just saying, I'm with you, sister.
Yep, I
Yes,
know you
go ahead.
are. We love our
Mhm.
Axio, and our kids also like it too. It helps with them with focus at school as well. And just it's healthy energy than all that other stuff that's out there that people like to just chug and full of sugar, and you get that crash. It's not good for you. And then we also have a hair care that has the NRF2 activation in it. So it goes in through your scalp and it activates from the outside in, along with our skincare that we have. That's also NRF2 activated. So yummy. I love it. It's also anti-aging, which, you know, as you get a little bit older, we definitely need a little bit of anti-aging in our lives. And then last is for our furry little friends. We also have a pet tandem, which is Nerf 2 for our animals. So I give it to my dogs. I also, by the way, just side note, I give the adult version of the NRF2 to our horse. It's really good for our little horse as well, because she experiences a lot of oxidative stress, more so than a human. So I give her 2 of those a day. I crush it and I put it in her food. All mammals have oxidative stress, so all mammals can take this. But our products are amazing, and it's really blessed and changed a lot of our lives here. There's many, many testimonies of people that have had huge things that have happened in their health. For my husband, it definitely helped with his healing over all of his surgeries, and his recovery from surgeries as well have been huge. And he's the kind of person that does not like to take something regularly, but once he started taking our products about 4 years ago, he does not miss a day. He feels it, he believes it, and he knows that it's working in his body so that he can be the healthiest he can be. And same goes for me too. One more, side note is, as far as his business goes, when you take a look at it, you really want to look at timing. And for LifeVantage, we're really just at the ground floor before we take off and hit momentum. And this really is the time to consider something else. Maybe you're working a full-time job, but you would like a little bit of money on the side. We have a very generous compensation plan that can help build something small until it can possibly maybe replace your income. It's just a really great option to have a plan B, because we all need a plan B right now. There's a lot of uncertainty in the work world right now for many people. So just starting this, it's just a great time for that. But I think that's it. Do you have something you want to close with, Julie?
Sure. Thank you so much. Sara, I love that you're building this business with 4 kids. That blows my mind. And Tara, I love what you shared about cellular activation versus cellular supplementation versus activation. And, when the body is functioning at its highest capacity, you're able to absorb what you need. You're able to function in your mind, in your body, with your spiritual self. Every single area is targeted. And again, please reach out back to the person that introduced you to this Zoom call and get more information. Do your research, because we are just at the beginning. And if you want to work with an amazing group of people, then jump on board. Thanks for being here today, and have a beautiful rest of your day.